Ah, cool. Hey, how am I going there? Can you hear me all good?
Yeah.
Ah, beautiful, fantastic. Let me see if I can try and hold myself up a little bit more. That'd be definitely better, wouldn't it? One second, I'm gonna leave you while you're there.
Are you?
Ah, cool. I'm just gonna try and lift it a bit higher, guys. Okay, there you go. That's better. Bit of a. Hey, Jason, how are you, mate?
Good.
Okay, cool. Just want to say one thing. Hey, Liv, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. You?
Yeah, good, thank you. Hey, Donna, how are you? You all good? So just a quickie before, a bit of homework, a bit of housekeeping, we'll call it. You guys have been on a call last week. My computer is crashing and burning every time I use it for some reason. I think you guys are so hot. You are just smashing my system. I'm trying something different today. So hopefully I'll share a different page because it is just being completely blasted. And if I do go black, just hang in there and I'll come back in as soon as I possibly can. So first thing I want to talk about, just so other people are not here yet, I will mute you all out when we get there. Make sure you're all organized. The one thing I want to talk about today, really more so than anything else, is that it's okay to run behind. It's okay not to do all the work. It's okay to have an easy month. What we're trying to do is just do different steps to get our business to the next level. And that might mean we have to have an easy month. That might mean that we have to plan something else. And that might mean that our concentration and our focus may not be on what I'm on. Some of you guys may feel that I'm going pretty fast. We have a month. We have 3 months we run, 1 month we do catch up. So today we're going to talk about, hey, Richard, how are you, buddy? We're going to talk about websites in a way that hopefully we're going to try and get you some homework. Liv, if you've downloaded the worksheets, you can do the worksheets. If not, you can, yeah, that's okay. You can just, we can do it together and you can hopefully watch it, download it and fill it in yourself. The plan really is to try and think that we have these websites, regardless how much you spent on them or how good they are. The fact is, and I've not met anybody yet, the majority of people, when they know you exist, are going to Google you and go to your Facebook. So we want to make sure that when they Google us, that we've got something on the site ready to go. We also want to make sure that when they actually go to our Facebook page, we're going to emulate our website. What I mean by that is remember that your Facebook page is really a Facebook's website. That's what it is. So you're going to think about your Facebook group. I know your Facebook page, we think about it as like, let's show before and afters and let's show the girls doing this, but really it is your website in Facebook. So think about that. Like if it was a website, would you have it geared up like that? We need to make sure that we know what's going on. So I've got a worksheet that I'm going to work through today, and I want to do it as fast as I can. But the first thing I want to do before I start, I'm going to mute you all out, just so there you go, you're all gone. Question, is there anything you guys need for me right now? Are you stuck? Do you need focus? Because I'm here, I can help you get to that next level. The 10 commandments are paramount at the moment. I'm designing a website for somebody in London, and we're messing with it the other day. And when she was telling me what's on her website, it was good, but it was a bit bland. Like it was good, but bland. And I'm thinking that we just decided to do a 10 commandments there, and it's the same content, but it comes from the heart. Now that is super powerful to me. If you can get a 10 commandment on your website, I don't mean as a big blog. What I mean is you can quite easily take snippets, and we've got a great tagline from there that worked really well. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. So yeah, we've got a great tagline that we use. So if you use little bits, that next level stuff, hey, that we're going to talk about. So today, if anyone's downloaded their worksheet, which is in the Facebook group, cool. You can work on that now. Good on you. Liv, you've got a new stylist starting on Wednesday. I need tips of how to get her full fast. Okay, I'm going to put the pressure on you. I'm not going to tell you anything to get her full fast. Nothing at all. You've done this before 3 months ago. Just rinse and repeat what you did last time. Hey, rinse and repeat it. You know you can do that. It's nice and easy. Let's rinse and repeat it. Very, very simple. So guys, anything you need, pop it in the chat box. I will come back, I promise, and help you out one-to-one. We'll be here for as long as it takes. It is 10 p.m. I'm now living in your world, guys, making you stay up until 11 plus. I'm doing that. Liv, I think Liv knows what to do. I think she just forgets. Liv, I was like you, where we used to go, do this, do this, do this, do this. I think you've got a formula. Let's run it out to everybody. Nice and simple. So what do you go back into your last lady? You got her within what, 3 weeks to 2.5 times her wage. That's pretty good. Let's do the same again. I think it's nice and easy anyway. All right, let's go for this. I'm going to show you my screen. Hopefully this is where it blows up, by the way, guys. When I share my screen is when it collapses. Let's see if I can possibly try and do it a different way today. If it does crash and burn, just hold yourself in there. So we have what we call a website matrix. What I want to do is work through this as best we possibly can. So what we do know for a fact is that when people come to our website or people come to our Facebook page, our job is to move them along one step and one step only. What we try and do is not realize who actually comes to our site. So there's 3 people that actually come. We have the people, we call it TOFO, and I'm going to explain what this is right now. We have MOFO, and then we also have BOFO. And what we want to try and remember is that if we can think about this of, I'll draw it for you now just so it's nice and easy. It's actually a funnel. It's actually, what we have a top of funnel, we have a middle of funnel, and we have a bottom of funnel. This one here is when they call the salon. This is where we convert them to come in. Here they're just being a bit nosy, that's all they're doing. And here they're really interested, but they need something to cross the line. So what we're going to try and do is work out a bit of a plan prior to them coming to the website. So we have a bit of an idea of exactly what we should be having on our website, on our pages, and convert the right people to the next level. Now, the one thing we know, the temperature here at the moment of a top of funnel person is cold. We know they're cold. They've come to us. They don't know us. They're not ready to spend any money. They're just thinking about it. What we need to do is move them along, and we need to warm them. Yeah, just warm them up a little bit. Give them a little bit of toasty. Once they go after that, they get to hot. When they're hot, they're ready to buy. So what we need to do is just move it one step at a time, like so. So take the reds to the amber to the green. So we know they're cold. We know they're warm. We want to make them hot. What we try and do is we try and get them a cold person to buy, which means we either get the wrong client in the door and they don't come back. We get them with cheap and specials, or they're the wrong client, and when they walk through the door, you think, no, like you are not for me. But we want to warm them up, which means we'll start losing a few of the clients that come because they're actually not for us. Now, the emotion that they go through when they come to you, now when they're red, when they first come to you and they know nothing about you, they're very, very skeptical, right? They really are. Yeah. They don't trust you. Everyone said the same thing. They don't believe that you're good. They're not going to believe anything you say. They're very skeptical. When we move them along a bit more, they become a bit curious. Yeah. They're coming along, they're going, okay, I sort of understand you. I sort of believe you a little bit. And then the next stage after that, you can either be hungry or we call it salty. We've left them with a bit of a salt in their mouth and we want to make them really thirsty, which means they're desperate to buy. Sizzle them a little bit, make them a little bit sizzling. So what we want to do on our website is realize that on our website right now, on our Facebook page, we have 3 types of people that are going to see our work, 3 types. And I want you to realize that we have these 3. So when you've got things on your website, you need to be talking to all 3. So the outcome, for example, the outcome of someone who's top of funnel, they've heard about you, for example, they're trying to check you out, someone's recommended you, and they've come here for a reason. They will need to find out, right, are you for them? You're doing someone's great hair, they've gone for a coffee, they say, you need to go to Julie's to get nails done, you need to go to Liz to get a hair done, Richard is the best cutter in town, but they don't believe their friend anymore. So what they're actually doing is they're actually going to check you out to find out, is your salon as good as what their friend says? That's it. Yep. And you got to prove to these people that, yeah, we care about you. We have built our salon just for you. The next stage is twofold. Qualify. Now that's you to them. Like, you're trying to get rid of all the cheap people that you don't want. So we really want to make them see that, you know, the price is an effort. Get rid of the cheap ones. We also want to make sure that the number one client comes through the door. We don't want everybody who's got a heartbeat. We just want some people. So we need to make sure that when we put stuff out there in the top of funnel, we're proving something that's usually our pain points that we talk about. It's usually actually trying to lead them on. It's trying to encourage them that we've beat the salon. We know what you're going through, and I'm here for you. The next stage, in the middle of funnel, we're trying to go, actually, you know, we're expensive. We take our time. We have issues. And this is what really directs them away. The next one after that, of course, straight away through that, is we want to, the bottom of funnel, we want them to get booked, which is where Liv wants to be with her new stylist. Yep. They're ready and no money. Like, they don't care how much it costs. Nothing at all. So we want to remember that when we do our posts out there, we're talking to people that are skeptical. What do we need to someone who's skeptical to make them curious? When they're curious, what do we need to do to make them hungry? When they're hungry, we know they're going to buy. That price is not an issue. We need to move them along. You know, along this way is where we're taking them, across the board. Very, very simple, very easy. So let's go into the pipeline. We'll call it a pipeline, you can call it a funnel, just taking them along step by step. What do we want to do? First of all, we need to move straight across. We've got like a lead. So we want to move them, we want to lead them on. This country I've never had much of a runny nose in all my life in this country, but back to on topic for a second. Yeah, we need to lead them on. We need to turn them into a client, because that's the next step. Of course, the pipeline at the bottom is a client. And the next one, we want to sort of present to them. We want to make sure that they're the perfect person that comes. We want to make sure that they're definitely a prospect. So we want to make sure that the right person's moving along, and we're sort of leaving the people that are not our clients. People that we're not supposed to do life with, we leave them behind. You know, the price conscious, the ones that don't want perfect work, the ones that are really, when it comes down to it, they just want a haircut. We don't want them people. We want ones that come because they love us and stay around forever. So your focus, we're going to dive in here right now. Your focus should be benefits. Actually, my pen is a bit thick today. Let me make it a bit smaller. The benefits, we know, we talk about the problems and the aspirations. Now, you know this way, that's our pain points. We've done our pain points, but also that is our 7 deadly sins. If you have that somewhere on your page, somewhere on your website, it could be a blog, it could be just a snippet, it could be really right under the headline. You know, I think, like I said, we had one guy who was the blonde army, the blonde hair expert. He talked about blonde all the time. What this means is that we need to know that the client that comes looks at us and goes, where have you been all my life? I have this problem, you get me. Pretty simple. The next stage after that, we go to warm. Now, they're curious. These people are going, okay, my friend said to come, the price is good, I like some of his stuff. What's next? What will get them across the line, do you think? What's the next thing that someone needs to know before they come? Twofold. They need proof, which we need to do 2 things to prove it to them. 1, we need to show them that you can fix it, which of course is your testimonials. And the next one, as you all know, is educate. Now that, I might just change my pen color so you can see it, is what we talk about when we go through our 10 commandments. We talk about the 10 commandments because we're going to educate them as we go through. We're going to show them it works. We're going to prove to them that we're not the only people in the world that does this. All these other people love us to death because we do a good job. That could be before and after as testimonials. It could be the fact that you're educating them, teaching them stuff, doing pink sheets, everything to do with proof. Because when someone comes and they're ready to buy, this middle section here, so this section through here, is all about taking them to the next level because they've come to see something. And the thing is, what is they've come to see? If they're ready, they're curious, they're past the skeptical, they know you're good, they need to know something before they're ready to pick that phone up. They need to know it. It is imperative. No one just does that. I mean, anyone who gets a client that phones up and goes, yeah, my friend told you to come, and they come, they don't stay that long anymore. What we want to do is make sure we've won them over before they actually get in the salon. Like, means when they phone up and they go, I can't get in for 5 weeks, they wait. It's as simple as that. The next stage, what happens next? What's the focus for someone who's really hot through there? Yep. They need to know that what you do, let's make sure I've got the right pen, is personalized for them. They need to know that you've built this salon for people like them. You know, birds of a feather flock together. People buy from people they like. We talked about this in module 4. This is all about, I know what you do, you've built some proof, and where's my slippers and pipe? I want to sit in front of the fire. They need to know it feels like home. Again, the 10 Commandments helps them do that. They know what you're about. They know your ethics. They know what everything to do with what you see life to be. So what we want to focus on here, I want to actually turn this green because this is the action point that we need to be talking about right now, is what tools do you need on your website? What have we got to put on there right now to make this happen? Well, let's take the cold person, for example. So we know they're skeptical. We know we need to lead them on, entice them a little bit, hold their hand. We know they've come to fix a problem. They've got blonde hair that's falling out and breaking, or they've got curly hair that looks silly. They've got haircuts that don't last. They've got colors that don't cover the gray. They've come with a problem. These people that are cold are checking you out to make sure, will you fix my problem? So we need 2 things. We can do lots of things here. And Louisa, this will go with you especially. We can do 2 things. We can give them any PDF, which is going to help fix their problem, and we can collect their email address. I know, Louisa, you do that. You collect their email addresses through there. You can do that. A PDF of like face shapes. I've seen that be a very, very good one. What face shape are you? I've seen there's a really good one out there where someone's got 8 celebrities and go, which sort of celebrity is your face shape? And these are the hairstyles that you can wear. Really quite good to give somebody who has a problem with what they've got. Again, this is, I think Jackie and Louise has done this quite well before. You can do a gift voucher quite simply to get their email, which we know people do. I think Louise does this very, very well. Or we can do a blog about the P&P and the 7. We're going to try and win these people over with, we know you've got a problem and we're here to fix it. That's really what we want to figure out here. And that works really well. That means that once they're sort of cold and you've got something from them and you give them a little bit of help, they sort of trust you a little bit now. And now we've got the next stage. The next stage is your non-client. So anyone that uses, I use Aweber. I think you guys might use that monkey one. I can't quite think of the MailChimp. Once you've got these databases, if you want to, you can actually send them stuff. So this is for people that do that. I don't know if you're that sort of salon owner that does that, but we can send them videos. Yep, on your 10 Commandments. We can send them videos of testimonials. We can send them videos on how your salon works, how you fix their problems with the way you come through the testimonials. We can then send them to Google to testimonials. We can then, if you want to, put your Google and Facebook testimonials on your page. What we're trying to do here, guys, is anyone that's curious, they now need to, they're thinking with bio remorse, okay, I'm going to move hair salons. Is this guy, I know they're good. I know they can fix my problem. I can now see that they have the same ethics as me, but now I'm scared. I now need somebody that's not you to back up the story to say, yeah, these people are cool. These people are good. And that is either testimonials or proof of what you do. Before and afters here, don't cut it. Before and afters will be on the skeptical, mofo, middle. They've already warmed up. They're ready to go. So when you look at your website, these things should be on there. The next one, of course, is how do I turn them into I'm ready to go? We need one thing that's more important. We need a book now button. We've now won them over. They're ready to go. We need a phone number before the fold. If you don't know what that means, it means it's a as I hit your website, I want your phone number before I scroll down. Yep. And then if you want to do this as well, you can offer, you can do a discount, or you can do a bundle, or you can just, a call to action. CTA. Yes. So we need to remember that when your website, I know it looks pretty, guys, and I know you've had design, it's cost you $5,000, but you know what? How many come and how many book? Because that's the only thing I care about. If they come to you, how much are they actually going to spend? How many clients are hitting your website and not coming? Because you've got your pretty pictures up there, you've got other things that are going on. You've got pictures of nails and hair and waxing and facials. And do you know what? I don't think anyone really cares. Oh, excuse me. Sorry if that was loud, guys. No one cares except you. You have this vision that it has to have this, it has to have that. But do you know what? The fact is, 3 people are going to come. They're going to be cold, warm, and hot. And your job is to turn the cold to warm, warm to hot. You could do cold stuff and send them to blogs, warm them up, then send them to an offer. You have to have that. I don't mean it has to be completely messed up, but think about what you write and what you can offer people. You got a picture. I try and do it a different way for you guys. If I can just turn the camera here. I want to picture, I go to a restaurant, like today, looking at a restaurant. I'm sitting there, and what do I really want to know? To start with, I don't care about price, right? I haven't been convinced or convicted that I want to actually spend money in this restaurant. So what I want to do is I want to find out, A, are they open? What time do they stop serving? 2, the food is what I want. Every day I change my mind on what food I'm going to eat. I go straight to the menu. I don't know about you guys. I go straight to the menu, and then I find out where they source the food. That's me. I want to find out they've got good ethics, but I don't care just yet. When I get to the mofo, I change. But when I'm cold, I don't know. What do you guys do? Let me hear the chat box, guys. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Restaurant. Never been there before. I was there today looking at a restaurant right now. Where can I find your chat box? I can't get your chat box. There we go. Let's open the chat. There we go. Cool. Tools, mofo. What does it say? Mofo. Oh, yeah. It says database. So you can do videos or case studies. You send it to your email list, Louisa. So you collect them already, but we've got to change the content, Louisa. Your content's good, but if you already know me, change the content. If it's going to go to people that don't know me, change the content, lose the pain points, and go with something else. Okay, guys, you go to a restaurant. What's the first thing you look at on the website? Yep. Is it the menu? Is it the bloke who owns it? What's the first thing you guys look for? A restaurant you've never been to before. What do you look for? Am I here? Is anyone hearing me? Have I gone quiet? Okay, reviews. Yeah, cool. Maria, reviews. Yeah. Like anyone else? What's the first thing? I'm sitting there. I want to find the menu to see if there are veggie options. Yeah, cool. I think if you're a veggie, that's one of the important things you do. Live menu reviews. Yeah. So menu and inside design, vegan. Yeah, cool. So menu. Yeah. So we're on the red section here, guys, right? We're cold. We haven't been convinced that this is where we're going. Now, let's say the food's there, right? So, yep, got some good food. What's the next thing you look for? Are they open? Proof that they won awards? Reviews? Like attentiveness? Decor? It's the next stage. You already won over, so you know you're going. Now we need something else, right? We need, so you say decor, Julia. I'm going to take that one step, Julia. One step more is it's a bit more atmosphere. Hey, it's the atmosphere you're looking for next, the next level. Is it busy or empty? Yeah. So we've already made our mind up. We're going to spend some money in this place, and now we need convincing. We call that MOFO, middle of funnel. They need convincing. Now, picture this, right? So you're you're driving, and your passenger, not you, you're driving. You checked out the menu, all good. You know the decor looks smart. They've won awards. Now what do you need to know? You're now on the green. You want to spend. What do you need to know now? What's the next stage? Are they open? How much it costs? What do we need to know? What's the next bit? Is it in your budget? Yeah, in your world, what happens? Yeah, Liv, of course. How many cocktails do they can get served in the happy hour? Can I have an unlimited amount? Can I get a table? Yeah, of course. Have they got space to fit me in? How much does it cost? Can I get in now? Now, can you see how you didn't care about how do I book? Can I get in? How many cocktails I get in the hour? Can I get a table? When you were red, you've moved along this funnel. You've moved on this pipeline. You've moved from a person that's just having a sticky beak to, oh yeah, I now want to be won over. And now how do I get in there? How long will it take? Can I get in there now? Your clients or your prospective clients go through the same. And if they don't get walked through this, they're gone. If you try and go green too soon, they've gone. It's a bit like you go into a website for a restaurant and they just tell you exactly, it's like, love your cocktails, but just talk about cocktails all day and you haven't even seen the menu. They don't have a menu online. How many people are actually going to go somewhere without a menu online? I want. You want to check it out. Especially you guys that are veggies or vegans. How many times you got to turn up there and realize that you're going to have a nut roast again for the 15th time this year because that's all they do. These things are important. So next stage. Really, I want to take that analogy for you to realize that we do this on everything. If I was going to buy a car, the first thing you do is I'm skeptical. I'm looking for the brand. I'm trying to find something else. When I find the brand, now I want to find out if that car is good for me, what year is good for me. And then I want to find out which garage I buy it from. We all do this. Now, this is not website alone here, guys. This is your web page. Think about it. Someone's going to hit your web page and they need to be took through this. Yeah, they need to. So your post should be on a cold. Yeah. Your post should be on a warm. Someone's come, they're curious. So how do I convert the curious to make them hungry? How do I convert the skeptical? Mix it up with different things. That's why we're doing the 7 deadlies and we're doing the 10 commandments the month before. Ready for this. Snippets, little snippets that come through. Make a big deal to a lot of people. And then when you're green, it's like, how do I get in? Is there any gaps? Is Liv going to look after me? I have to find a junior that does that. Before I move on to the planner, just a question, guys. Like these worksheets, by the way, are in the Facebook group. You can download this. You can plan this for your own website and then look at your website with ideas as best you can. Is there any questions that you've got right now before we just move on to the next level? I must apologize, by the way, guys. I am a morning person. I'm definitely more upbeat in the morning than I am in the evening. But there you go. Okay, if you have no questions, I will move on. So the next stage is a worksheet for here. I want you to do some things for me here, guys. And beautiful. That's a great question. When a guest sends in a messenger question, are they hot or warm? Okay, I want a question for you guys. I know I've learned this and I can bring it to you if you want me to. Do any of you get lots of messengers for bookings? Does anyone get that? Would you like me to bring that to a talk? We call it a hot potato for a reason. It's like you're passing. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can bring that. Okay. I've got more people on that. I didn't realize. Hey, sorry guys. Hey Victoria. Hey Bronwyn. Hey Monica. Hey. All of you guys, man. Beautiful. Okay, cool. So we have, we call it a hot potato. So what happens is the first inquiry comes in. What you should do for you and your staff, we've got templates that we use, and they're templates that come with very small responses, and every single one's a question. So what we try and do is we try and take them along. So first of all, the answer to your question, Jason, was, are they warm or hot? Well, first of all, what questions are they asking? Are they asking straight off the bat, how much is it? Because that's giving someone the price without giving them the value is really, really bad. So what we want to figure out more than anything else is how do we take them across? If they're already contacted you, they're definitely going to be, I think, in a warm stage. What we need to do then is do not try and get them to book. That's where we fail. The whole idea is do the hot potato. You ask them a question, what problems do you have with your hair? Get the answer back. The next question then was like, how often you had this problem for? They get back to you. They're now sort of moving their way along, and then you can dive into the next question. Would you like to go and see some reviews of what we've done? We're really good at curly hair. Do you want to come and see some of our work? Yes, I do. Send it off. And make sure you don't go too hot too quick. We want to warm them and then get them hot. Yeah, availability and prices. Now, if they say, have you got an availability? Yeah, cool. That's easy peasy, isn't it? But the one thing I want to say about this, this question that you've got, and why we do hot potato for a reason, is that if they say to you, have you got availability? And you say, no, they go. Yep, they're going to move somewhere else. But what we want to do, we want to keep them sizzly and make them salty, remember? So we want to turn them back. If they come to you and they're hot, can you get me in today for a half an hour and cut and blow dry? You should try and turn them back to warm. Because what we want to do then is like, yeah, can't get in today, but go and check this out and see some of our work. Once they fall in love with you, they'll wait. Our problem is we try and make them turn hot into it. And trust me, in my world, it's actually been around forever and a day, is that anybody that wants today and you can't get them in today and they book them in tomorrow from Messenger, they're going to turn into a no-show, which usually happens quite a bit. So remember, it's because they're not warm enough. It's as simple as that. But I will definitely do, because this is still part of Convert. So I will definitely try and get either this one or the next one and teach you the hot potato. We'll build ourselves some basic questions that we just copy and paste into the answers that come. So we don't have to think about it. Eventually just pass it on to your staff members to do. Right, let's dive into the website conversion planner. Right, guys, you can do this if you want to together as a collectiveness. Just boom them in the chat box. I'll fill it in for you. I'll do all the hard work with the pencil. Right now, straight off the bat, we've done a little bit of a play. What insights have you got for the cold people? So what's on your website, or what would you like to put on your website, or what are you just thinking about would work? What can you put on your website now? So if you can type that in the chat box, what's the first thing that comes to your head with cold? They come with problems. You got to fix the problem, or let them know that there's a problem, even if you don't fix it. What can you put on your Facebook page and move it through? Do you know what, Bronwyn? I think that is definitely a top of funnel. That is definitely not a middle of funnel. So I think warm is not before and after. I don't think that's proof. I think you're right. I think that's correct. I'm going to go B and A, before and afters. Link to blog. Yeah, we can give them a link to blog. Liv, what's the blog about? Give me an idea. That we do thorough consultations to determine their problems. I think that's also a great one. But I might not take that one, Julie. It's a toughie, because that one it could easily be a 7 or a 10 commandment. It depends how you talk about that one. So Julie, if you're really talking passionate about that you wouldn't do anyone without a consultation, I make it a 10. If you tell me that people have bad hair mistakes or bad nail mistakes because some people cut corners and don't do consultations and that's why your nails are crap, I'd turn it a 7. So I need you to guide me, Julie. 7 or 10, take your pick. Yeah, contact details top of the page. Perfect, Richard. That's going to be a greenie. Hot, no matter what. A defining statement or mission statement. Yeah, do you know? I think the defining statement and mission statement is not top of funnel. So yeah, I do not think it is. Blog to changing your hairdresser is an emotional journey. Yeah, Liv, I'm going to put a blog in there. That's just cool. So Julie, your consultation. Are you doing it that you wouldn't do nails without a consultation, or I've got bad nails because I don't get a consultation? Julie, decide which one is it, and I'll let you know. Remember here, guys, these people are cold. They don't need much. The first. Okay, cool. So we're gonna talk about problem about consultations. Cool, nice and easy. Why we're different? Yeah, Victoria. We're gonna move on to that one in a second. That is not cold. Forat, are you drunk? The forest Forat, the feast Forat. I don't know what that means, but that's all right. We'll go with it. Okay, cool. A brief testimonial. Yeah, cool. These are really good. So we're going to move on now to warm. So remember, the first one is simple. Would you come a photo of the salon? That is a good one. I think skeptical. I think that's sort of a warming. Yeah, I think we're going to put a photo in there as well. I'd go with a photo easy. I think that's really quite good. Next one, hold on to it, guys. The next one we're going to turn into warm. Okay, so I might color code these so you know where we are. Bottom of fun is green. Let's do amber. So just so it color coded for you nicely. Okay, we're going to move in now to the next level. Now, these people are the warm people. Now, remember what they are. They're curious. Yeah, they know that you're good now. By doing the skeptical bit, they've gone past that. They're not skeptical anymore. They know that you're the salon for them. They're just curious. Yeah, so they don't want to waste their money. They're feeling a little bit tight, a little bit scared. What's the next one? Now, Bronwyn, you said testimonial. I think that's great. Any testimonial you've got, show it off. You know, and tell a story with it. Send them to Google. You know, put a picture on there. Throw the odd testimonial in. Definitely. By the way, guys, I'm going to talk about that in a second, about this testimonial. I don't know if you guys do this, but it'd be absolutely fantastic if you do. What else do we have here? Warrior Different, can you give more context to the cold? Is that for me to guess? So, yeah, if you're asking me the question, Victoria, someone's come to your page, trading hours, location, not that you offer late nights. Yeah, cool. So for me, the question is when they're cold, Victoria, they've come to you because they're just looking for a new beautician. And what they need right at the moment is to know that you can fix their problem. Yeah, that's all they care about. Can you give them something to prove at that cold level that you know something about what you do? You're good at beauty. You're good at skin. Yeah, exactly. That is definitely right. Yeah, the 7 Ds is correct. That's exactly what we're talking about here. The pain, the aspirations, the 7 deadly sins is exactly right now. Because once they read that, they know you've built the salon for them. When we move to the next one, 10 Commandments is always middle of funnel. 10 Commandments is really good. Bronwyn, trading hours. I'm going to come down, except and do. Remember the restaurant, Bronwyn? We don't care about the times just yet. We care about the menu, and then we move along to can they get us in? So it sort of can be in there, but I think the times are definitely going to be green, hot. What else do we have? Brief testimonial. Jude's done the first one. Victoria, why we are different. I think that comes down to the last section there. Services and price. Richard, bang on. Services. Now remember this one, guys. We've actually won them over. Yeah, they're warm. They're curious now, thinking, okay, how are you? Here's an example. I'm not as. You may think that I'm a really confident guy, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to confess now something. I'm not, and I'm going to tell you why. And if any of you think you've got big hairy monsters compared to me, I'm going to tell you what I wanted to do all my hairdressing life, and I bottled it. You could be my protege, guys. You can do it. I wanted to do this, and I wanted to go. My salon was called Retreat Hairdressing, and I wanted the tagline to be reassuringly expensive. That's what I wanted to put, and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But it means so much. Do you not think? Like, I don't know about you. So, like, Richard, I know that you are Vidal Sassoon trained. Yep. If I went to your website and you were cheap, I would know you're not good. I would think you're a Vidal Sassoon dropout, really, wouldn't I? Because I'm expected in my head. We have a value that we put to things. We have Julie, who's a nail tech up there that travels the world, goes to Cannes and charges the same as everyone else. In my head, am I thinking, is she any good? Really? Think about it. We judge everybody that walks in the salon, and we are judged the same. Too cheap, and you're going to get rid of the people that want to pay a lot. Too expensive, and you could drop the bottom end of the market. You've got to choose who you're going for. So, yeah, I agree. That was services and prices, Richard, is bang on. We need to explain to people why we're good. You know, it's not just about haircut, $140 or £140. It's what you get for that. You get consultations, get your treatments, get all in. Makes it really good. Offer, yeah, definitely. Okay, green. So I've gone to the restaurant. I've looked at the menu. I know they can get me in. I'm going to phone up. What am I going to do next? So same as the hair salon, guys. What are we doing next? Trading hours is definitely one. Someone did say a contact number. I want to know how I book. I'm going to put that as book. How? How do I make it as seamless as possible to go from I'm ready, hit that button. Packages, yeah, I think some people, you can quite easily put packages in there. Yeah, cool. Packages, bundles, easy to book. Super, super easy. Book online, call the number, leave a message, whatever it may be. I don't care. We now want to make this bit smooth. We can, of course, if you really want to do that, discount for the first timer. I don't care what you do. Weekly offers, yeah, I think, Liv, that's also another thing. I think if you imagine your website like as a special in a menu in a restaurant, like your salon, and you had a banner that went across that said, this week's special is X, I think that would make people cross the line or book. We're going to take people across. Now, what I want to explain here when we finish this is our plan is quite simple, is how do we get to do this on our Facebook page? No one ever does at all. Next one, strategy. Let's do a strategy right now. Now, this is for you guys to do. I want you to think about it, okay? What are you going to do about it now? Yeah, so think about your cold market, your top of funnel. These people are cold, skeptical. Yep. What comes to mind right now is what would you do next? We've got some ideas down here. Some of them are yours and some are other people's. What are you going to do next to make this happen? Because it's not going to happen on its own. We can sit here and type it in. What are we going to do next? What are you going to do? What are you going to look at your website? What's the plan? Is your thing. Hey, Lonnie, I'm sure that's you. I haven't seen you for a while. Hey, Lonnie, give us a wave. Good on you. Yeah, cool. Next, action plan, strategy. What could you do? What should you do? What are you going to do? Yeah, so to think about it, we've got before and after photos, we've got blogs, we've got problems, we've got the 7 deadly. Yeah, update your website. Yeah, put some things on there right now, especially in this cold section. Start talking with language, like if you never visited us, you'd like to find out more. Yeah, I think you've got to remember these people are cold. By the way, guys, I'm going to share this with you. Many years ago, I got this piece of paper, and it's about a lady that's going to a hair salon. She sits outside, she's nervous, and I lost it for ages. And I actually found it. I'm going to print it out or type it out, and I'm going to give it to you guys to hand to your team. Very, very powerful. Totally agree. So we're talking about top of funnel. What are you going to do at top of funnel? Are you going to show before and afters? Julie, you're going to show chips nails that are broken. You're going to talk about why they're broken. Can you bring that into a story? Don't forget, we're only working on this section here. Whoops. Yeah, we're only working on that right now. What strategy can you bring in? These are brand spanking new clients that don't know you exist. Is there any way to find out what people do or don't do when they visit websites for analysis? Louisa, yes and no. For me and everyone else on our side of the planet, we can do this now. The fact that you had that GTP rubbish, no. The cookies have come in and you cannot, but Google cannot go onto that website and say that. There is what was called a hotspot, which means that you can hide it on your website. And when you open it, you can see how long people spend when they're looking at it just knows when they're looking at certain parts of your website. But yeah, Google Analytics, but this is one step down. But I think to be honest, Louisa, if you cover all three places on your website and you work this through, maybe you're going to do Monday, you're going to do top of funnel, which would be the cold people. Maybe Tuesday you're going to go to orange, and then Wednesday you're going to green, and then you go back to cold. And if you do that throughout the week, it really makes a bit of a difference because we don't know who's coming. Because there's no point most of you guys putting book now, look how good we are, look at testimonials. They're not there yet. They need to know that you fix their problem before you show how good you are. We need to mix this stuff up a little bit, guys. So give us an idea. What did someone say they were going to do? Yep, someone said they're going to change their start the language. I think it was start the language when I was updating their website. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like this. This guy's, just so you know, it doesn't have to be let's get my web designer in. It's like a tweak, like a little tweak here and a little tweak there. Remember who's coming. We know there's 3 people that are going to come. We know they're going to be red, orange, and green. We know that. Okay, let's see if I can get rid of that. I can. Beautiful. Okay, move down a section here, guys. So here's a question. In your middle of funnel, they're orange. This is where, just so you remember where we're at now, this is where they're curious. They know you're good. They know your salon's for them, but they're not jumping in just yet. They just need a little bit more, a nudge, a little nudge to get them across the line. So we know we need to get them from a lead to a prospect, like they're almost there, guys. We need proof. Yeah. We need to proof through their testimonials, 10 commandments, prove that you're true and real and good. Yeah. You can send them emails to do this, whatever you want. What I want to know here right now is what strategy are you going to use? Right? What strategy are you going to actually use here to actually get them to convert to the next level? And I mean, what are you going to do? Testimonials, for example. Here's a question for you guys. Like, I'm going to pick on Jason, for example. Jason, you must have a lot of people that love what you do. You've been in business for a while now. You're growing your business pretty good. Do you ever contact them to ask for a testimonial and say, can you just write something nice about me? Can you imagine putting 2 testimonials on your Facebook page every single week from a client, real people? You know, that's power. Ask them. Ask them, can they do a testimonial for you? You know, it's quite simple. It means that, you know, I had grey hair today, whatever it may be. What can you do now to move them along? What's in your head? It doesn't have to be real, but like, what's in your head right now? What's the thoughts? Is there a widget thing that puts reviews on your website from Facebook, Google that updates itself? I don't think there is, Liv. I don't think so. What I do is I do a screenshot of it and upload it and put it in myself. Very, very easy to do. You can pop it in there. And by the way, guys, just so you know, if you're doing a blog or an email, Louise, you send emails all the time, put some testimonials at the bottom of your email. You know, it's part of the same thing. Your email is going to be problem, proof. We ran a promo and the clients who bought it were all asked to put a review on Facebook. Works great. Lovely, great idea, Bronwyn. Guys, you could do that. You do a promo and ask the clients, get yourself a massive bundle of testimonials from Facebook and use them once or twice a week. Remember, we need that for a month's trial. I've uploaded my email review on Saturday to differ them to Google reviews as opposed to Forest ones for a month of trial. I think, Victoria, Google reviews are 10 times better than Forest ones, in my opinion. So, because Google will definitely get you higher and higher, and it comes across a bit more real. Victoria, I challenge you, Victoria, to contact 20 people who love you and get 20 reviews. They could just be even just a little bit of paper. You can, you know, Mrs. Jones said, we're fantastic, you know, whatever it may be. So, yeah, let's get some testimonials done. Yeah. Let's get some 10 commandments done. Let's turn the 10 commandments into some sort of tagline. Let's convert these to ourselves, guys. Victoria, reviews daily. You know what? Copy them. I want you to, Victoria, your Forest reviews, I want you to put them on the screen. I want you to copy them, do a screenshot. Macs are really easy to do that. And I want you to start posting them in at least twice a week onto your Facebook page. Pop them in. Hey, this lady did X, Y, Z. Really powerful stuff. We're about to run a competition on Instagram where we ask clients to post their lashes on their story and tag us, and they'll go to draw for a prize. Bronwyn, let us know how you go with that. That is awesome. For you guys that actually like to do Insta, might work really, really well. Let us know how you go with that. Cool. At the end, the next stage, like these are just ideas at the moment that's going through your head. What I want to put down, like, what is it that, you know, you're thinking, this is what I should do. These are my plans. Write them down. By the way, guys, if this is videoed and it looks like it hasn't crashed yet, which is fantastic, then hopefully at the end, you can actually fill this in yourself and get it done by the end of the month. Really, really beautiful and powerful. Next one. We are down here. The greenies, they're coming in. Remember, these people, guys, are ready to buy. Yeah, you've won them over. They're here now, and they need something to. Yeah, cool. I agree. Insta and Facebook. For me, the next stage, we need a book now button. How do we get one on our site before the fold? How do we get a phone number on there? How do we get an address in there? How do we show our prices? Like, that's one of the things we can put in there. You know, so we can put some links to take them to where they need to get to. What is it in your strategy right now that you're going to make a list and go, I'm going to make this happen? Because that's what we want to do here, guys. This can take no more than 2 hours for the week, and it's done. You know, really quite simple and super powerful. It's that momentum that keeps them going. Because trust me, every time you do a good work and they're going to go onto Google, this is the stuff that they really need. So what we want to make sure is, are you talking to the right people? You know, is your flow good? Are you getting enough new people that are actually going to nurture and bring along? It's quite good. So insights, guys, right now. The next stage I want you to put down here. I'm going to do it this way, because this is where I can come to help you if I can. What obstacles do you foresee that you're going to do? So, for example, in the last one, we talked about testimonials. What obstacles do you see getting testimonials for your clients, doing screenshots? You know, what obstacles do you see putting the phone number on or book an now button on there? Write down what they are. Really, really important. If we can possibly find out the way we go with this, it makes a big difference, because we want to have an idea of, this is what I want to do, like random. This is what I'm really going to do. Obstacles to stop me. And then, of course, the finale. You know, what obstacles are in your way? People taking up more of your time. Explain to me, Jason. Explain. Time, of course. Okay, yeah, taking time. Okay, so yeah, cool. So, Bronwyn, I challenge you to make this happen, to keep the flow going, and say to yourself, I'm going to dedicate just the next 3 weeks, 1 hour a week. No one's going to interrupt me. So only 3 hours in the next 3 weeks to actually build all this onto your website right now. Easy. You can do a lot of this in an hour, guys. You really can. Super easy, super, super fast. It doesn't have to be that hard. Just remember when they come in, if I can get this down again, who are they when they come in and what do they want? You don't have to go full on website here, but that seems to be the key. So Jason, more inquiries when most won't book in. This is exactly what I'm trying to explain here. So here's the key. I'm going to let you into my world a little bit here. So just going to calm myself down, and I'm going to let you into my world. Just so you know, most of you have joined me for a reason. So what I do is I for the last 6 months now, when people want to contact me, and I think I showed you last week, I have a sales funnel been built purposely, that if you contact me and say, how much is it? What's your coaching like? I either send you my book, I either send you to a webinar, or I send you to go and see something before I start talking to you. And the reason I do that is because you're still cold. You haven't made the decision that I'm the right person or I can fix your problems. I need to warm you up. It's the same as you, Jason. When you get people that come straight to you and say, you know, can you get me in? They're not your clients yet. Yeah, and you're wasting time on people that they're not your clients. I totally agree. If they don't book in, they're not warm enough. It means that you're trying to send them green stuff and they're still at the red stage. Think about it. And so your hot potato will cover that. So if they come to you and go, how much is it for blonde hair? You could say, well, it's a unlimited amount. Tell me about your blonde hair. What problems do you have with your blonde hair? Take them back to the red. Okay, I have a problem with this, this, and this. Okay, cool. Here's some before and after. Is this the sort of stuff you like? Yeah. Okay, we've now moved them on to amber. Then you can start asking them some amber questions, and then they'll book in and they'll turn up. But what you're trying to do is you phone a restaurant and say, I mean, who would do this? Like, think about this, Jason. Like, in the real world, would you phone a restaurant tonight and go, how much is it for steak and chips? And you don't even know if they sell steak and chips, or if they're good at steak and chips, or anything. You've just gone straight in at the price. People do that with us, don't they? But they go straight in the one, how much is it for a haircut? Well, it could be anything. It's irrelevant. I need to know that you're good, you know? So we need to make sure we push them back a bit, guys. And by putting this on the site, it means hot potato, messaging, pull them back a bit. Yeah, pull them back. Make them a little bit salty. All right, so Jason, did that help you a little bit there? Not, probably nod or shake. I can see you. Yeah, it's just, they're just not ready. And that's when most of your no-show comes. They're not your clients. You just try to book them in, squeeze them in, and they don't know anything about you. You're just a nobody in their eyes. Make them come and love you first. Liv, I take a set of big headphones into the salon with me if I've got that everyone knows not to bother me. Yeah, best way to do it if you want to shut the world out, default. When I'm working on a computer, do this action. Yeah, I think someone else says to me the other day, they wear these on the train because then no one talks to them. Same sort of thing, I guess, isn't it? Yeah, same thing. Okay, cool. So we've got obstacles in the way. Time. I totally agree, guys. But how many clients are you losing? Like Jason, how many clients don't book in or turn up and not show? It's a lot of money. And it's all because they're not ready. We haven't took them on this journey yet. seem to have acquired a cough. Cool. Actions. What we want to do here, guys, right now, and if you don't do it now, you can play this video back and then work it through. We need 3 actions to work on the red. 3 actions that you need to work on for the orange, and 3 for the green. Like this is where the money comes. Is there a video on how to set up a Google review link? 1 second. I'm going to get my... I'll have 2 seconds live and I'll deal with that with you right now. 1 second. Makeshift computer system is about to die on me. So there you go, back. Okay, Lonnie, no problem. Enjoy, Lonnie. I'm going to see if I can possibly share that with you. I'll find out for you. Live 1 second. Let me stop sharing. I think if I can remember correctly, we can find out. Hey, Monica. Hey, Mark. How are you? Making sure you guys are on. Obviously keeping Julie up. Bless her. Where are we now? Share screen. There's a little link, and I'm not sure. I'll try and find it really quickly for you. Google review link. I'm not sure if it's in the Google place. Yeah, that's an easy. Yeah, go on to. For me, it's quite simple. There's actually a link you can put in. I could find it for you. I do it for quite a few people. It goes in with your Google. It has to have a Google, little red dot on a map. If you have that, it works really well. And what that happens is that you end up with one key code, and you can actually send that to people. And as soon as they click on it, they can do a review. They do have to get into Google. That's the only thing. So they have to head into Google that way. Let's see what. Yeah, headphones is really quite good. I think it works really well. Guys, we have been on for roughly an hour now. We have covered. We could talk about websites, but it actually is, when you think about it, red, amber and green. Think about the post that you're putting on your Facebook page as well, that people come and see different things. So let's alternate it and tweak it. Yeah, it needs to be that we have the 3 different people that come. This is all about conversion for a reason. It means that the people that we think we're trying to attract, we either want to attract them too soon, or we're missing out when they're at the back end as well. Really important, because we can say we're not going to do this. I've got a great website. It's fantastic and awesome. But does it convert? And that is what matters more than anything else. Victoria, Richard, if you have a website that covers these areas, etc., could you send the link to have some ideas? It like covers the... Okay, sorry. Richard, if you have a website that covers these areas, etc., could you send the link to me? Okay, you want me to show you ones? How? No, this is brand new to hairdressing. I do have a site that I think is a really good web designer in the UK, but I think, for example, we just need to think differently. You see, Victoria, most people that design websites are website designers, and we give them crap and go, it's really nice to have X, Y, and Z. But the truth is that this is the real, like, think about it when you do anything. You're buying a car, you're going to go and buy some clothes. Maybe you don't, not like me. You're going to book a holiday. We go through a process. Your clients are no different. We know, as we said with Jason, if you try and sign them up too soon, they're not the right client for you. We need to pull them back a little bit, just pull them back. So yeah, if you need any help with that, I can help you. Like we discussed today what we think should be on there. So my protocol, what happens next? My protocol should be, look at your 3 things that you need for the top of funnel. We need problem solve. We need before and afters. We might need a blog on the 7 deadly sins. That needs to be put out there. The next stage down, what are the 3 things we're going to work on with the mofo, the middle of the funnel, the people that are curious, that they already love you now, they know you're good. Now they need to know that it's home. You know, there's cookies in the fridge when I turn up. They need to know this stuff. Yeah, there's a difference. That this is the stage they're at, that they actually know that they like that. For example, I think when I was in London last week, some of these places had big hearts outside. I think I did a video on it. There was a cake shop that had big hearts. There was a few other shops that had flowers. And you just know the passion they put into that makes you think that I'd want to go there. Why would they do that if you didn't love what you did? Now I've gone from that to curious, like, I want to know how much it costs. I want to book. So that's how it happens. But straight off the bat, who wants to pay £8 for like a little cupcake rip-off, isn't it? Till you realise it was made with love. And that's what we need to try and do, guys, is make sure that you do it for love. We know most of you guys. I know most of you personally. And I know that you do what you do out of love, which is fantastic. The problem is people who don't know you yet don't know who you are. Wish we did. Make it so much easier. It really would. I wish I knew this when I had my salon. This is brand spanking new from the States. This is like the nearest thing we can get from the newest level for our website. Think about your website. We know it has things on there, but does it have the right things for the right people? And don't sign them up too quick. Years and years ago, we put an A-board outside our salon. They just turned up. Hey, people just turned up. Now, you need something else. You need to know that you put love into, what you do. Cool. We are on the hour. It is 11 p.m. Way past my bedtime, as you guys know who I am. Can I help you anyway before we go? I'll be here for you for as long as it takes. I promise you. If you don't need me, then I shall let you go. For you guys over there in the sunny part of the world, have an absolutely awesome day. But the rest of us in this freezing cold, it'll be frost tonight, by the way. Really chilly. Saying that, I'm still in a t-shirt. I know how crazy is that. Choice is yours. Richard, not a problem, buddy. Not a problem. I hope you're doing your work. When we spoke, got some work to do. Rock it on. Beautiful. Victoria, dive in, Victoria. Don't stress too much. Really think about it. Can Liv tell us how she filled her new staff? Filled or found? She hasn't, filled. Yeah, she went to hyperactive mode. So, in fact, hey, Liv, can you talk, Liv? Let's see if we can pick her brains. Because I know, Louisa, you need to know this one. Hey, Liv, how are you?
I'm all right. I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, I'm a bit tired as well.
I was going into mode, so I just switched my video off.
While you monged?
Yeah, into gormless face. What did you need to know?
No, well, actually, Louisa wants to know a question, but I want to know because obviously you need to know it yourself. So once you refresh it, it's good. How did you fill your stylist really, really quickly last time?
That's why I've asked you. I can't remember.
You do remember. We're in hyperactive mode, remember?
According to my sheets, I think I did a competition on Facebook for free colour for the rest of the year. So they had to pay for their cut and blow dries or their blow dries and their Olaplex, but the colour part of it they got for free. And then everybody that entered that, I think I sent them a £20 voucher off colour. I think that's what I did.
Yeah, cool.
But I can't remember.
Yeah. I think that...
just went into my hyperactive.
Yeah. I think when you get a new staff member like Victoria, I think personally, if it was me, I'll tell you about my salon. If it was my salon, I would simply do all new clients that go to Julie, that's my new clients lady, will get a $50 voucher to come in and have a cut and a colour. That's what I would do. Victoria, I would bundle 2 or 3 things together. I would definitely do the 3 services which we've done before, book 3 appointments, the 4th one's on me. So I would definitely do something like that. So 3 for 2, 3 for 4, whatever it may be. I definitely would go hyperactive with any old clients that have not come back. Hey, we have someone new. It's Debbie. Yeah. She's from Devon. She's come up here to be with her boyfriend. Tell her story. Why she's here, etc., etc. And that's what I would do.
Yeah, I think I did that as well.
You did. You told the story.
I emailed out.
I did. I
emailed out. Yeah, everybody that had not been, because then if they weren't coming back to the clients, the stylists that we'd already got, then why would they? Because what I don't want is for her to then start doing everybody else's clients, because that's pointless. It's just taking other people's business then, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think that for me, remember that people who have lost, they've gone anyway. So anything you can nudge them is good, of course. And I would give as much discount as possible if it's for a newbie, a new person, because I've got a reason to do it. So if you've got a reason, That's good. Victoria, I'm so pleased that you found a staff member, which is fantastic. Now get her busy. So for me, it's a campaign. Think about campaigns. Every week on a Monday, Victoria, without fail, book into Facebook group. Hey, we've got a new lady, Julie. She's from Devon, and she's here on the coast with, I don't know, with a little boy going to school, and she wants to work for us, and she's fantastic. And her specialty is X, Y, Z. Why don't you give her a go for X amount off? I mean, Mark does 25% off, I think, when we spoke to him last time. He did leaflets, 25. And I think that is the key. No problem, Mark. Catch you soon, buddy. All good. Yeah, no worries. And I think that's the key, is like, as long as you've got a reason, an excuse, but it's down to you to do actually a, yeah. I'm going to give you a hint. Victoria, 50% gets people to pick up the phone. It does. But remember, do your 50% no less than what your average bill is going to be. So if your average bill is 100, it's going to have to be 50% of something worth 200. You don't want to lower your average bill, even with this person. Yeah. So remember, that's always the key. So that's why I always think do cut and color. I also think if it was Liv, I want to be really cheeky with you now, because I'm a cheeky sort of guy. If you want to try something, because it's the hair, I would literally, brand new person. Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you've got old clients that haven't come back. I would do free color with every cut and blow dry.
Okay.
Free color, give them away. Don't give a cut away, give color away.
Her cut and blow dry though is less than our average bill.
Really?
Yeah, our average bill's getting up towards £50 now.
Okay,
but
cool.
Their cut and blow dry are only 37.
Hers?
Yeah, but a lot of the stylist cut and blow dry is 30. Well, hang on, it might be a bit less than that. It might be 36. The seniors is 39 and mine's 43. Okay. But our average bill is edging towards 50 now.
Okay, cool. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's where the money is, by taking it up quite easily. But maybe you can do market it as free color with a cut and blow, and just do an all-in-one price of 50. Throw a treatment in if you have to. I don't care. Make it to 50 because we give color away. That's the key. Mm-hmm. It's a bit like you guys in beauty. If you can give something away that you know is intimate, or that see, in our world, when we do color, if it's good, they won't go anywhere else. It's hard to lose a color client. Don't you think, Liv?
I was just going to say, I think I've tried to do this before, and it was really hard to word it so it didn't sound like it was free completely. So if you put free color with a cut and blow dry, do you know what I mean? With a full price cut and blow dry, it became quite wordy, and it was hard to get it out there without it sounding like the whole thing was free. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Pay
not
for
at all.
cut and blow dry and get your colour for free is probably better.
Yeah.
Do you think is it just after 11 o'clock? I'm a brain.
Yeah. I think a headline, free colour with Debbie. Yeah. And then at the bottom, with every full price cut and blow dry, that's it, and it's quite simple, really. Just make sure everyone's prepped on the phone. That's just how it is. Mm-hmm. It's £50, colour and cut. I just think it locks them in. So you guys like Louisa and Victoria, what is it that you do that wins people over? And once you've done it, you don't lose them. You must admit, like waxing, no one can do waxing, can't they? Surely. So don't give waxing away. But I could be wrong here. Okay, gel nails, Victoria. Yeah, well, do gel nails. Get them once. Make them fall in love with you, and then they'll rebook them in. And that way, all we want to do is get bodies in the salon and keep as many of them as we can. We're trying to lose money on the outside, but on the back end, we're trying to get more money, because that client hopefully will say, Hollywood wax. Okay, cool. Louisa, give a Hollywood wax free away. Why not? Free of charge. 1 week only. Stack pack. If you can do 50 in a week, hopefully she'll keep 25. It's 25 clients in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, you guys know your market better than me. But once you get someone like you've done a good job on somebody, it's really hard to go elsewhere. Haircut's easy because long hair, haircut, anyone can cut long hair, can't they? Sure. Mm. The colour, master them. Try it. See what works for your people. Everyone's different. I used to give a half price A free colour with every half price colour with a cut and blow. This one. Cool. Your dad.
I could see him in the mirror behind you.
He didn't want to come round. He went,
Yeah.
pass me the wine, he said. Yeah. You probably could see him in there. I'll tell him he's on TV. Bless him.
Yeah. Around the world.
Around the world, that is true. Okay, guys, I think we're just waffling now, which is pretty cool. Let's call it a day. Think about your website.
Thank you.
No problem, Liv. And if you need anything else, hit them to me. I think remember though, Liv, when you send the emails out, 10 commandments. Remember, don't do it with a pain point. Do it with a 10 commandment. They know you already. Yeah, we don't have to convince them that you're great. They know you are. You've got to remember why you came to you in the first place. We do great consultation. We do hair. We look at your skin tone. You know, we do change. We don't put toners on to hide the blondes, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, next one. Same as you, Louisa.
Do you think I could put it to sorry, do you think I could put it to them because they are clients that have been to us before, as like they're doing us a favour by coming to check out our new stylist? Like we need some feedback on her kind of thing.
Are they lost clients?
Well, I was going to do clients that haven't been for 6 months.
Yeah. If it's, I think they're lost or not. If they're gone, why? You know, treat them as lost clients. So I would be really, I think this world, honest is key. Hey guys, I haven't seen you for a long, long time. Just wonder if you're looking to come in and try Debbie. She's new.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Give it a go. She needs you. If you're looking for a new hairdresser or you want to give us another go because we miss you, we've got Debbie. She's fantastic.
Well, you'll get the email because you've not been for 6 months, Richard. So feel free to reply.
I might just do that. How's that? I might just do that. I get yours and everyone else's. No problem. Thank you, Julie. Guys, I'm going to let you all go. It's time for me to relax. Hopefully, catch you all later. See you all next week.